Hi there, Professor McCullough here, and today we are going to talk about grouping worksheets. It's kind of our first foray into dealing with worksheets that are related to one another. Okay, we're going to be taking data from quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, kind of putting it all together, which is something that's new to us, and that's kind of what chapter 6 is really about. This specific topic is grouping worksheets. And let's take a look at our worksheet here. It's called Michigan, and it shows 4 quarters, right? These are the 4 worksheets, and they're all very similar except for their numbers. And that's what enables us to group these worksheets together, is because they have a layout that is identical. It looks like the data here is representing rental income for different months, for different rental clients, childcare centers, and music practice, etc., over 4 different quarters. So we have quarter 1 here, and again, you'll notice as we go to quarter 2, the layout is exactly the same. The months are changed, but the rows and columns are telling us exactly the same information. So we could make changes to each one of these worksheets in turn. What we're going to do, you might have guessed, is we're going to create totals for the rows and totals for the columns. What was the total rental income in October? What was the total rental income in November? And what was the total income from child centers and from music practice? We're going to create those total columns. And yes, we could do it for quarter 1 and then quarter 2, but why? If the layout is exactly identical, then we should save ourselves some time by grouping these together. So, question, how do we group them? Well, we start with the first one in the series, quarter 1, and then we hit Shift, and we click again, and you'll notice that all of these quarters are now bolded. This means that they're grouped together. So now, as I stated before, all changes made will be reflected in all 4 of these. So let's test that out, just real simply by putting our row label up here. It's going to be total, and down here also another row labeled with total. All right, and before we calculate the totals, let's just make sure that what I'm saying is true. We go to quarter 2, hey, it's got the word total there, and quarter 3 and quarter 4. Okay, so I'm not making it up. Once you group them together, changes to one will be reflected with changes to all. All right, let's make life easy, and we'll go to the auto sum. It auto sums each month, and we drag it down. Once we hit return, okay, we can drag that down. And now we have our sum totals for each of the different client types. And we'll use the auto sum again. Hit enter. Drag that across. Okay, will these changes be reflected? Yes, they have been reflected in quarters 1 through quarter 4. Yay, life is easier. Okay, the grouping of worksheets doesn't only mean that new values and new formulas are added. It also applies to formatting. If we make formatting changes to quarter 1, let's say we bold our values for the months, and why don't we also put a line at the bottom of row 5, there it is, and maybe a row down here to delineate our total. And we've done that. All this is in quarter 1, and let's bold our total here as well. Okay, so these formatting changes, again, also reflected in all of the other worksheets. So, it's a small thing, really, but will save you tons of time, the grouping of worksheets. You'll put it to use in the exercises and assignment for this chapter 6. Good luck!